Hello and welcome to Look Back, Look Ahead. I'm Frank Calderone. Last week, ending November 8th, the major indexes had an exceptional week as the impact of the presidential election, corporate earnings, and the week's economic news pushed stocks to new highs. Factory orders in September declined for the second straight month, the fourth time in the last 5 months. The U.S. trade deficit was larger than expected in September as imports exceeded exports by $84.4 billion. The ISM Services PMI was stronger than expected in October, the highest since July of 22, showing that the economy seems to be improving once again despite the weakness in the manufacturing sector. Labor productivity was slightly lower than expectations, but unit labor costs were 1% higher than expectations. The business sector continued to drive the increase in labor productivity, while the manufacturing sector's productivity remains very low. Initial jobless claims were 221,000 for the week ending November 2nd. Wholesale inventories decreased by 0.2% in September as sales increased, supportive of continued economic growth. The Federal Reserve cut the Fed funds rate by 25 basis points, or 0.25%, as expected, citing the economy and consumer demand have remained strong. And finally, consumer sentiment was higher than expected in November, the highest reading in 6 months and the fourth consecutive increase. Year to date, the Dow is up 16.7%. The S&P is up 25.7%, and the Nasdaq is up 28.5%. The yield on the 10-year U.S. Treasury bond is 4.3%. Oil closed at $70.33 a barrel. Gold closed down at $2,685.09 an ounce, with silver closing at $31.30 an ounce. For this week of November 11th, Monday is Veterans Day. The bond market is closed. Tuesday, we'll get the NFIB Optimism Index. Wednesday, the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, and Core CPI will be reported. CPI measures the average change over time in the prices paid by consumers for a market basket of goods and services. Core CPI excludes food and energy. Thursday, we'll get initial jobless claims, the Producer Price Index, or PPI, and Core PPI. PPI measures the average change over time in the selling prices received by domestic producers for their output. It is a measure of inflation on the wholesale level. Core PPI excludes food and energy. And on Friday, the Import Price Index, retail sales, industrial production, and business inventories all will be reported. And as always, we'll keep a watchful eye on these and any other events that may and will shape the markets. If you have any questions with anything you've heard in this video, please give us a call. Also, if you have investable assets of $300,000 or more, we can provide you with a complimentary detailed financial plan. Call for details. We are accepting new clients. This is Frank Calderone from Raymond James in New York. Have a fantastic week. Be well, stay safe, and remember, always look ahead.